Now tuned into Ring Kings Boxing on the PRO Media Network. Much love to the fam. I'm Big Q chiming in on this installment of Ring Kings Boxing. Please feel free to hit up on the like button, hit the subscribe button, and feel free to share the show's links on your social media feed. We got one for you tonight. Check this one out, family. Former heavyweight champion Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder says he will continue his boxing career. I can't stop here, says the Browns Bomber. Wilder plans to fight on after two losses to Tyson Fury. This is covered by CBS Sports Boxing, who covers several of these different things. The Browns Bomber, as you can see, as of recent, that he was in Tuscaloosa, a giant statue was dedicated to the Browns Bombers. You can see right there. So congratulations to the former champion right there. As he said, he can't go out this way, man. Deontay says that he has to keep going. And as we'll keep looking to see that, who do you guys think that he should fight? We'll cover all that in this installment of Ring Kings Boxing. Here from this article right here, written by Brookhouse of CBS Boxing, says after losing the trilogy about the Tyson Fury, Wilder's future in boxing seemed unsure. At the unraveling of the fighter in Tuscaloosa, Alabama on Wednesday, Wilder made it clear that he intends to return to the ring. Quote, "I can't stop here," said the Browns Bomber. I must continue my journey. I have to. Now, Wilder has made his professional debut back in 08 and quickly established himself as the best, most exciting American heavyweight of his generation. He won his first 40 fights, all but one by knockout, showing himself to be one of the biggest punchers in the history of the sport. Now, the lone decision win in those 40 fights came against Stiverne, who in the bout he came back and then knocked him out the second time around, so he did avenge it. And as well, back in 2018, in Wilder's 41st fight, he fought Fury for the first time, with two men going to a split draw. In the fight, many thought Fury won after picking himself up the campus after a brutal knockdown in the bout's finals round. 2 fights later, in February 2020, Wilder faced off with Fury for the second time, losing by a TKO in round 7 in a lopsided fight. Wilder faced criticism after the fight for giving a laundry list of excuses for his performance. A lot of those things were valid, by the way, ranging from allegations for Fury was on performance enhancing drugs, but there's actually proof on that. I mean, you can close your eyes if you want to on that, but it was many reports that were put out there, even with the farmer and all these other things there, to the accusation that Fury's gloves were tampered with, to the claims that his own elaborate ring gear caused him to have fatigue before the first bell even sounded. That one's kind of ridiculous. Fury would win the October 21st rematch as well, knocking Wilder out in round 11 of a fight where Wilder was badly hurt early in the fight rather than fade as he had in the rematch. Wilder stormed back and dropped Fury twice in the 4th round. Bout was one of the best of the year, and despite the loss, Wilder showed grit and determination, redeeming himself in the eyes of many boxing fans. And really, if Deontay Wilder in that fight against Tyson Fury, by the way, Tyson Fury was kind of bedazzled at first by how they fought him in that fight, when Deontay was using his punch and his reach to batter the soft, flabby body of Fury. If he could have kept that pace up, which you can see he exerted so much energy in that fight, it might have showed, but differently. But anyway, it is what it is. He lost that fight, and at the age of 36, Wilder still packs the biggest punch in the sport. Fury has stated he is retired, and Wilder's one win away from being put right back in the championship mix, along with Anthony Joshua and 3-belt heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk, who is expected to rematch this summer, which Hearn said the fight could be in jeopardy, and he gave some reasons. We'll cover it on another episode of Ring Kings Boxing. But the bottom line is this: with Deontay Wilder making the claim to saying that he's coming back to the boxing, who would you rather see? A lot of people want to see a Deontay Wilder versus an Andy Ruiz bout. Would you guys be interested? Which, that to me, I think that'll be an exciting fight, and I'll give it to Deontay Wilder. I think he KOs Andy Ruiz. But the reality is, I would love to see Ruiz against King Kong Ortiz. That's what I really would like to see, those two go at it. But anyway, what do you guys think about that? Let's take a look at the WBC rankings and show who could possibly be the guy. You see Tyson Fury sitting with the belt there, and of course, if you scroll down here, you can see the top ratings of it, and you can see Deontay Wilder is positioned in as the top contender there, and there is number 1, followed by Joe Joyce, who comes over from Europe, and then Joseph Parker, who moved up there, Frank Sanchez, Andy Ruiz Jr., and then it goes from there. You see Dylan White took a fall, Luis Ortiz is at 8, and a few other guys there like Tony Yoka and Otto Wallen, who's climbed up, Robert Helenius. Wait, the bottom line is Wilder's there. Who does Wilder fight, in your opinion, to get back up there? If Tyson Fury is really retired, and he retired, then the belt would be then relinquished to fight for the top 2 contenders to fight for the crown, which would, according to the ratings of the WBC, would be Deontay Wilder and Joe Joyce would be 2 guys that will fight, which would be awesome. Now, of course, we know the WBO and IBF belts is held by Alexander Usyk, who they supposed to match up, which would be a big component of what's going on. I think Tyson Fury is just waiting to see what goes on between those guys and Alexander Usyk. But Anthony Joshua is going to have difficulties. We talked about that on a stream some time ago. But anyway, we'll cover that on another show. But let me ask this question to you. With Deontay saying he's coming back, who do you think he should fight, family? Y'all put in the comment section. Let me know how you feel. Who's the Bronze Bomber supposed to fight? Who do you like? Do you like the Joe Joyce battle? Do you like the Andy Ruiz? What do you guys think? Another matchup with King Kong Ortiz? I don't think so. But who should Deontay Wilder come back after 2 losses to Tyson Fury and take on? Y'all put in the comment section. Let me know. This is another episode of Ring Kings Boxing. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share Ring Kings Boxing on your social media feed. I'm Big Q, and I'm going to holler at you guys later.